Hello, beautiful one. Can you crack this challenge? You are asked, what two different numbers can you add to give you 10? And when you multiply those two different numbers, it still gives you back 10. Is it something you can do? Let's know what you feel about this in the comments. You can also join me as I take you through solving this step by step. It's just so easy. And don't forget to tell us how it helps you in the comments. Let's do this together. So we're going to begin this with solution. We have x plus y is equal to 10 and x multiplied y is also equal to 10. Now remember that this is what we call system of equations. You see we have two equations and we are working with two variables. So we can choose to name this equation 1 and this is equation 2. So what we do here is we can make x subjects in either of the equations. So I want to make it in equation 1 and then substitute in equation 2. You can do in vice versa. Now we're going to have make x subjects in equation 1, okay? Now if you do that, we are going to have, this is our x, is going to give us x is equal to this y. You have to remove it and it takes the right side. So it's going to be 10, and when it goes, it becomes negative y. So this is going to help us. We're going to put this x value in the second equation. And to do that, we are going to have xy. Second equation is xy. So we're going to have put x into equation 2. And that gives us, our x is 10 minus y. We have 10 minus y multiplied by y is equal to 10. Now you know that if you have AB multiplied, is also the same as BE. They are said to be commutative. In that case, this is the same as y. So it's the same as y into 10 minus y is equal to 10. Now what do you do next? You just distribute this into the brackets. And when you do that, this will give us 10y. This will give us negative y squared is equal to 10. Now you see that this has led you to quadratic equation because the highest power of y is 2. And I'm going to rearrange this to begin with the one with the highest power. Now notice that this 10y is taking positive, y squared is taking negative, and your 10 is positive. Rearranging this, we are still going to have negative y squared, then add 10y. We want to take this to the left side. So it's going to be negative 10. Everything is equal to 0. Most students don't like working with equations that begin with negative. In that case, we are going to divide each term by negative 1. And when you do that, if you divide this by negative 1, it gives you positive y squared. If you divide this, it gives you negative 10y. And this gives us positive 10. If you divide this, is 0. Now we're going to use our formula method to solve this equation. And for you to also have watched through this point, it shows what you are doing interesting. Don't forget to hit that subscription button. If you are still new, subscribe. We have a lot to give to you. And also share this. Let's know how you feel about this class in the comments. Give this a like. Thank you. And let's continue. In that case, we are going to have our y is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now your a is always the coefficient of y squared, which is 1. Your b is the coefficient of y, negative 10. And your c is this constant 10. Plug this into this formula. Our y is going to give us negative. Your b is negative. So be careful to put it in a bracket. Then we have plus or minus square root of negative 10 squared minus 4. Our a is 1 multiplied by 10. Everything is divided by 2 multiplied by 1. Keep solving. We have y is equal to, this will give us positive 10 plus or minus square root of negative 10 squared is negative 10 multiplied 2 times, and that will give us 100. If you multiply this, it gives us negative 40. Is divided by 2 times 1 will give us 2. This gives us y is 10 plus or minus square root. Subtract this, you have 60 divided by 2. Now we're going to simplify this to bring out the perfect square. 60 is not a perfect square, but there is a perfect square is 60. So to quickly bring that out, we know that 60 is 2 times 30, 30 is 2 times 15, 15 is 3 times 5. We can't reduce 5 because it's a prime number. Now, because it's square root we are dealing on, we are going to gather this. You see that 60 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Now, we're going to group this in twos, okay, because it's square root. So if you are doing that, you see that this appeared 2 times, so you take 1 out. These ones are not perfect. They don't have pairs. You're going to return them in the root. So if you simplify, y will give us 10 plus or minus. Now this, you take 1 out and keep it outside the root. And you are going to return your square root. These 2 will remain in the root because they are not perfect. And when you multiply, it gives you 15. So if you keep simplifying, this is going to give us, this will be divided by 2. Now simplifying also, y is, these 2 will divide each of the numerators. So we have plus or minus 2 root 15 divided by 2. Keep solving, y will give us, divide this, it gives us 5 plus or minus, divide this, we are left with root 15. Now you see that these are the two, the first and the second value of y. Now we're going to also use these two values of y to get their corresponding x values. To do that, we have, now recall we made a statement earlier that x is equal to 10 minus y. Now this is going to help us to get the values of x. Now we're going to use, when y is 5 plus root 15, that's the first value of y. The first value of x is going to be 10 minus, our y is this. This is an expression, please put it in bracket. So you have this root 15. Now if you simplify, you have the first value of x will now be 10. To distribute this sign into this, we can choose to put -1 here. It doesn't affect anything because when we multiply a number by 1, it's same number. So we're going to use this to distribute. If you do that, you have, this will give us -5. This will give us negative root 15. Now simplifying, the first value of x, subtract this, you have 5 minus root 15. It means that when x, the first value of x and its corresponding y value will be 5 minus root 15 and 5 plus root 15. Now we're going to also get the second value of x. And to do that, we have it that when the second value of y is 5 minus root 15, that's the second value of y, we are going to have second value of x will be equal to 10 minus, using this. So we're going to have 10 minus, put this in bracket, 5 minus root 15. Simplifying this, we have second value of x is giving us 10. This will give us -5. This multiply is positive root 15. If you simplify, second value of x will give us 5 plus root 15. Now it means that the second value of x and its corresponding y value will be 5 plus root 15 and 5 minus root 15. Now these are the values. So if you gather this together, we are going to have the first value of x and its corresponding y is this. We have 5 minus root 15 and 5 plus root 15. Then the second set is what we have. We have 5 plus root 15 and 5 minus root 15. This is what we have. And this is the solution to this system of equations. Did you observe anything that this x value, first value of x, is the second y value, and the first value of y is the second x value. Now we're going to do verification to see when we plug this value. We're going to use one of the sets since they are the same. Plug this to see when we add the two values, will it give us 10? And when we multiply it, will it give us 10 also? And this is the interesting part I don't want you to miss. Let's do this together to have. To verify, we are using this first set. Now we're going to add these two values, okay? So we're using 5, we are using x and the y value as 5 minus root 15 and 5 plus root 15. Now let's do the first. We're going to have x plus y is going to give us 5 minus root 15 plus 5 plus root 15. Collect like terms. This is giving us 5 plus 5 minus root 15 plus root 15. And when you add these two, it gives you 10. And when you add these two, it's gone off is 0. So you see that adding has given us. Let's also check for the multiplication. So for the multiplication, we're going to have 5 minus root 15 is to be multiplied with 5 plus root 15. Now, when you look at this, it reminds you of that whenever you have a squared minus b squared, it is a plus b into a minus b. Did you observe anything? You see that these two values in the brackets are the same. Their difference is in their signs, just like what you have here. So if this is true, we are going to make use of our difference of two squares for easy expansion of these two brackets. So to do that, we are going to have xy is equal to, let's separate this, is equal to, this is our a and this is our b. So we're going to use the left side. It is going to give us 5 squared minus root 15 squared. Did you see that? This is the same as these two, obeying this. So simplifying this, we have 5 squared is 5 times 5 to give us 25. And when you have this, the square takes off the square root, you have minus 15. And when you subtract these two, it gives you 10. And that is also what you have. So it means that the first value of x and its corresponding y giving as 5 minus root 15 and 5 plus root 15. And the second one giving as 5 plus root 15 and 5 minus root 15 is also correct. So what we have here is correct as they both satisfy the equations. And I hope you learned something today. Don't forget to tell us how much. If you are still not subscribed, for we have a lot to give to you. Share this and give it a thumbs up. Thank you for always engaging. I'll see you in our next class. Bye-bye.